Unbeliever fam, y'all, we have a good one today. I have Mona with Inspired by Mona. Mona, what's going on?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So we were in a live call recently in the mastermind call. So we always open it up hearing what the games were for the week. And you got in, you sent a screenshot in the chat, and you was like, check this out. I'm almost at 14K. And you said
Yep.
you never made this much money with your business. You've been in the mastermind with us for about 2.5 months, I believe,
Yes.
and you're already at that mark past 15K. How you feel about that?
Amazing. Amazing. Definitely didn't think I would ever get 16K or over 15K. Actually, over like 10K in a month. So it's definitely a great milestone.
Now let's talk about that really quick though, because I remember talking to you early on when you were considering mentorship with us, and I asked you what you wanted to make, and what'd you say?
10,000 in 1 month.
And what was my response to that?
That's it. And I was like, well, I would like to make more, but I want to create something realistic.
And the reason I said that's it because Tim and I, we see people put limitations on themselves all of the time. And it feels very good for us to be able to let you see that you don't have to have any barriers, especially when you start working on the right things and when you jump in the right community. And we knew you already had a home run idea. It was just a matter of you learning the details through the frameworks, and we knew you were going to blow past what you wanted to. So it's amazing to be on the phone call with you now, less than 3 months, and you already passed it.
Yeah, it's always a goal. I think definitely when you see other students that get on a call and you're like, dang, they made it. And other people might be like, nah, that's fake. But then when you get on the call, you like, yeah, like I made it just like them. So it's definitely a blessing and an honor. And it just lets me know that if I could do this in 2.5 months, like what can I do in the rest of the month and a half of the program, but beyond that as well.
So, what was it for you that you got in the mastermind, and what tweaks did you start to make to see the results that you got?
So for me, when I got into the mastermind, the first thing I was doing was because you just jump right in. Everybody is at different levels, but you're still learning things and taking it as you go. So as soon as I got in the class, I was like, dang, I need everything to be consistent. That's what I was learning. So your Instagram page, you got to be consistent with your website, and that got to be consistent with your ads. Like everything has to be consistent.
Yeah.
And it was like, it doesn't do you any good if you have a great content on your Instagram, but then they go to your website and then your website is trash.
Come on.
So I was
You
like,
said
that's where
you
I
saying
don't want
it
them.
just like us too.
Right. So I don't want them to get to my website, and that's terrible. So I was like, let me start there first, because even if I have a link or somebody asks me what my website is, if they go there and it's bad and they leave there, it's not good. And I've learned that in class that a lot of our customers will get to our website and then leave the website, but that's where we want them to stay the longest. So I
Yeah.
was like, let me start there on the
Yeah.
website, because in class you learn about how like confusion they gonna be out of there. So making it simple for the customers to just come in and shop, basically finding everything on your website that you have to offer very easily. So that took me, a few weeks, probably even a month, just to do that, because I did it with every single product, like making sure it was right.
So, what type of products do you have?
So right now, majority of my products are for members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, but I am expanding to Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated really soon, and then I have other stationary items for individuals who aren't a part of sororities. But then also, I'm gonna be expanding soon. So it's just me right now, and
Yeah.
I know that like I'm like, let me get this right. Let me get the foundational pieces right, and then I can expand. Because other people always say, Mona, can you make it for us? And I'm like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this right. But I think that's the blessing of this class is I'm trying to undo everything that I've learned, get the foundational pieces right. And then I know if I can get all that right for Delta first, then I can do it for Zeta. Then I can do it for everybody
Come on.
else and go from
Mona, I'll be honest with you. It sounds like I paid you to say all the things that you were saying. Like everything that you're saying is really gold. You just said like I had to unlearn other things, and like that's what most brand owners like don't give themselves permission to do, because sometimes we can do the wrong thing over and over and over and over again, and we can keep trying to make it work, and it just doesn't work. So
Right.
you focused a lot on the customers that you had, the people that you were serving. You started getting your website together. You got tired of people coming to the website and leaving. And you know, if they leave your website, they may never come back, right?
Right.
And you started doing the right things through the frameworks. So from branding and design to story and content, website marketing, then data retention, you started making sure that all of the foundational things were in line. And that's why you've been able to get the results. So definitely proud of you for what you've been able to do. I do have to ask you, what was something that would keep you from pursuing a mentorship? Or why hadn't you pursued mentorship before?
In the beginning, before I
Yeah,
started,
before you started, before you came to us.
I think I was like, I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready to do what I need to do. Like, I know if I come in there and you're asking me to like do this, do this, do this, I'm like, dang, I don't have all my new product. Like right now, I posted my thing, I'm selling out a product, and now I'm like, shoot, I don't got a new product out.
I'm gonna tell you now, that's a big flex because you
Yeah,
weren't selling out before. You got a new good problem. Now you learned how to sell the
right,
products, and now you selling out. But
right.
so
So
what's something else?
before it was that, and then definitely like I don't know the. First of all, you think about like the investment. You're like, dang, I don't know if I should do that yet or anything like that. But then I'm like, Mona, you invest in so much other stuff and so many other people and all of that. You got to invest in the business. And I'm like, I've watched you all for a while. I've been on the Instagram. I've been following. I get your alerts, so I'm like, let me go listen to some valuable content. And I just was learning a lot from you all for free. So I was like, man, if I learn a lot of this for free, what am I going to learn if I pay and get in this mastermind? And then not only just learning from you all, but learning from the other students who've been in there longer than me because
Yeah,
they're asking questions and implementing things that they've been taught. So now I'm learning from all of it together. But yeah, that's what was stopping me. That you think about that investment, but I'm like, man, look, see, I made the investment back in the month, and now I can like reinvest that and like, what else can I learn? What else can I learn? I'm already like, dang, I got a month and a half left. What do I do to continue this for later down the line? But I mean, everything that we're learning is so valuable. So
yeah,
everything, I'm so glad that I just jumped right in because it was January. My first class was January
yeah,
16th. It was the beginning of the year, and I was like, let me work on my foundational pieces and then jump into the program.
yeah.
But then when we did our first call, I was like, you know what? No, let me just jump in now. And I'm glad I did because instead of me working on the foundational pieces with what I knew,
There
I
you
was
go.
working on my foundational pieces with what you knew. So it was like I'm still starting from scratch, but in the right way,
Come on.
because I could have did all this and wasted all this time and then came back and then had to redo everything that I already did
That's
because
lit.
it was just wrong. I wasn't doing it wrong from the start. But learning about finding people's problems, emphasizing those problems, and then providing solutions to the products. I'm learning all that through you all, and I just know it's going to be a blessing and it's going to carry this business very, very far. So I appreciate both you, Gabe, and Tim as well.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell you right now, from you calling in or on the call in class, you were like, "Hey, I had a $5,000 day," to where you are right now. You about to approach 20K, 30K, 40K. You ready for 50K plus months? You ready
Oh
for
my
that?
gosh, that's gonna be so exciting for sure.
There you go. So look, you have something that's really golden. The things that you've been able to come in and take from the mastermind. That's exactly what Tim and I built the mastermind for. That's why we've built all of our coaching programs for, so that you can master and work on the right things. When you focus and work on the right things, and you're surrounded by other people who are doing the same, there's no reason that you don't accelerate your growth. What do you
Absolutely.
think about this, Mona? Some people may listen to us have this conversation now. They've been working on their brand for 5 years. They've been doing it for 10 years and still hadn't done $5,000 in a month.
Right.
And we're talking about 5,000 in a day. Some people are at
Right.
zero sales, but you were able to go from where you are to well over 15K. What'd you end the month with? Like six? It was 16,
16, a little bit
16.
over 16K.
Okay, so almost 17K. some people can't
Yeah.
even think about going there, but you did it with the right guidance and being in the
Yeah.
mastermind. So
And that was only marketing off of, I think, like two posts.
yeah,
And in a matter of all of that, the whole 16K, I think, was in less than 2 weeks, actually. So
that's
it
crazy.
was just in that time that I was actually marketing. So I'm just telling you, imagine if I did that and expanded it and didn't take my foot off the gas, like y'all
That's
say.
crazy.
Oh my
Well,
God,
well, you
crazy.
keep saying stuff, and I gotta celebrate you on new things. Shout out to you for being patient, doing the right
Yes.
things, being patient. The time came, and now we're here. No foot off the gas. Now it's time to hit that 50K.
Right,
Because
right.
you can do almost 20, you can do 50, and Tim and I are gonna
Absolutely.
be right here celebrating, bigging you up with what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right, Mona. So it was good talking with you. I'm glad to just have this conversation with you about your success, and can't wait to see what you do next.
All right. Thank you, Gabe.
All right, see you later.
See you.